Subscribe now.
Alright, so today we're reacting to top 10 abandoned locations no human should ever go. Now, I've been to one abandoned location before, and it was haunted. Every time we would go in there, we would always have scratches over our bodies when we left, right? And you're probably thinking, oh, that's cap, but it's not cap, because other people that I never went in with said they had a similar experience. Also, I got a wand now. I don't need my sword. That's actually a hazard. I cut the freak out of myself. So I'm using a wand now, something less violent.
My name is AJ Spatola, and these are the top 10 abandoned locations no human should ever explore. Looking at you. At number 10 is the island of Dolls in Mexico. Despite its World Heritage Site status alongside Mexico City, Xochimilco has garnered a reputation for its Isla de las Muñecas, or the Island of the Dolls. Hidden amidst a labyrinth of canals, this place is famous for the countless dolls and doll parts that dangle from trees and lie scattered amongst the grass. It looks like something straight out of a horror film, but the truth behind this eerie display is even more unsettling. The island was once home to a man named Julian Santa Barea, who took up residence there. Barea's journey into the bizarre began after he found an unalived body in a nearby canal. Terrified by this tragic discovery,
Logan Paul.
He started collecting dolls and displaying them around the island. He believed that these dolls had the power to ward off evil spirits and keep him safe. It's a creepy concept, to say the least. For the brave souls out there, you can hire a boat and attempt to convince the driver to take you to the island. From the safety of the water, you can observe the decaying house, the hanging dolls, and the unsettling atmosphere of the place. But let me tell you folks, this is one of those locations where it's probably best to admire from afar. The Island of Dolls is steeped in disturbing history that's best left unexplored.
So, he tried to ward off evil, but all he's going to do is ward off people because everyone's scared of this stuff now. Is this how easy it is to make superstition, like, real? Like, if I put up a doll outside of someone's house, it will like, don't go next to it, it's cursed. Or is everyone going to, like, be like, the house is cursed, stay away? I could really ruin someone's life by doing that, you know what I'm saying? But, like, people are very superstitious in different, like, cultures and stuff. But, like, with me, I mean, I believe in it, but I don't try to dabble in stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, I'll go. Nah, who am I joking? I'm not gonna go.
At number 9 is Kolmanskop, Namibia. A real-life ghost town has a story that might give you the chills. See, back in 1908, it was a bustling diamond mining hub, a place of extravagance and wealth. As fate would have it, richer diamond deposits were discovered south of Kolmanskop,
diamonds,
to an instant exodus of this fair-weathered inhabitants. Today, this once thriving town is an eerie, sand-filled labyrinth of abandoned houses. It's not just an ordinary ghost town. Kolmanskop is famous for its appearances in movies like Dust Devil and The King is Alive. However, it's also renowned for its sinister aura. Those dilapidated structures are far from safe, with some on the brink of collapse. Add to the ever-shifting sands, which can easily trap the unsuspecting explorer. Yet the creepiness doesn't end there.
Okay, all I heard was diamonds in there. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I have not heard one reason not to go there so far. So if y'all watching this, meet me down there. Like, oh God, I'll be down there looking for those diamonds, bro. That is life-changing money.
He's right, you know.
I don't care if I get possessed, cursed. Who gives a fuck?
There.
I'm rich, baby.
Kolmanskop is a breeding ground for the paranormal stories and eerie occurrences. Many who've dared to enter these forsaken houses have reported strange and unsettling experiences. So while it might be tempting to explore the place, it's best to leave it off your bucket list and let Kolmanskop remain undisturbed in its eerie solitude. George's Church in Czech Republic. This is one of those abandoned places that should stay abandoned. Built back in 1352, this church has faced its fair share of troubles. Fires kept trying to claim it over the centuries, and things got even spookier in 1968 when the roof decided to collapse during a funeral service. The congregation thought it was haunted, and they wisely steered clear. But that didn't stop robbers and vandals from having a field day with it. Fast forward to 2012, and an art student decided to give the place a new lease on life by filling it with 30 ghost sculptures.
Oh no!
Ghost church. And tourists from all around the world snap eerie photos and hang out with these lifeless specters. It's a creepy yet fascinating place, but remember, some abandoned spots should remain abandoned for good. Don't bother the ghosts. At number 7, Marco Island Dome Homes in Florida. These bizarre sci-fi-like structures are like something straight out of a Star Wars movie. Built back in 1981, they were meant to be a super cool, eco-friendly getaway for wealthy oil tycoons' family. But nature had other plans, and Florida's unforgiving weather and rising sea turned these homes into something out of a post-apocalyptic landscape. You won't find anyone living in these homes today.
It's impossible.
It's highly unlikely anyone ever will. They stand as testament to man's ambition and nature's power. There are all kinds of theories and legends about why they exist, but the truth is, They're just a stark reminder that even the grandest human creations can be overtaken by the environment. So if you're thinking of exploring these dome houses, be cautious, and maybe leave the Jedi robes at home. At number 6 is the Buzz Ludza monument nestled in the heart of Bulgaria. Imagine a place that looks like a UFO touchdown site. This bizarre structure was constructed
The
towards
Millennium
the
Falcon?
end of the Cold War and was intended to serve as the grandiose headquarters for the Bulgarian Communist Party.
And then what
Decked out
happened?
with posters of Lenin and Marx and a ceiling adorned with a glimmering red star, this place was no stranger to strange events and political grandeur. But here's the twist. This intriguing monument was abandoned and sealed off from the public's prying eyes back in 1989. So while the temptation to explore this otherworldly dome is strong, it's vital to heed the keep out signs and respect the history this place holds,
But
even
why?
if it means leaving your inner adventurer dormant. At number 5 is the Belitz Hill Stud.
Okay, so far, like, I have not seen a reason not to go to any of these, except for like that little ghost church thing. I'm not going there, but the ghost town full of diamonds? Shit. I mean, me and a couple friends, and going during the day, bro. Nothing even creepy happens during the day. Like, I'll just pull up during the day, get a little digging on, maybe find a couple diamonds, and if not, just leave with a ghost. Shit, it is what it is.
Hospital in Germany, folks. This is a place where history and horror truly converge.
Okay,
This
here we go.
hospital's got a sinister past that'll send shivers down your spine. It's not just a spooky building, it's practically an encyclopedia of nightmares. It played host to tuberculosis patients, and if that's not eerie enough, it also tended to mustard gas and machine pew-pew victims during World War I,
Machine
even
pew-
harboring the infamous guy, the bad guy. Fast forward to World
Huh?
War II, and it was the go-to spot for fascist soldiers' medical needs. Post-World War II, the Soviets took over, using it as a military hospital until the Berlin Wall fell. Now, only a few wards are in use, but the rest, well, they're slowly being reclaimed by nature and vandals.
What the
Walk
fuck?
through those abandoned surgery and psychiatric wards, and you think you're on a set of American Horror Story Asylum. At number 4 is Power Plant IM in Charleroi, Belgium, which might pique your curiosity as it's an abandoned industrial marvel, but it's on our list of top 10 places to steer clear of.
That's a Call of Duty map.
Built back in 21.
That is a Call of Duty map. It's Rust.
years
It's
ago,
Rust.
too. This mammoth coal-burning facility boasted a colossal cooling tower capable of chilling 480,000 gallons of water every minute during its prime. However, its energy production came at a significant environmental cost, contributing to a staggering 10% of Belgium's carbon dioxide emissions. Greenpeace took notice and successfully lobbied for its closure in 2007. While the towering remnants of the power plant IM offer an eerie, picturesque backdrop, stepping inside is a risky proposition. The abandoned structures hide potential hazards, including structural instability and toxic remnants. This isn't a journey for the faint of heart, but rather an ill-advised attempt to explore a place where safety takes a backseat. So if you're after adventure, there are certainly safer destinations to satiate your curiosity about it.
So I'll get poisoned and die.
Number 3 is Kennecott, Alaska, a once bustling mining town, witnessed a flourishing copper industry worth a jaw-dropping $200 million from 1911 to 1938.
Alaska
That's
looks pretty.
all kinds of billions now. It was a complete package. They had their own hospital, a skating rink, a tennis court, and even a dairy. But the years have not been kind to this place. Most of the buildings have been left to rot over 6 decades. It's a hauntingly beautiful ghost town, a snapshot of the past's glory. The National Park Service swooped in, taking control of the many structures and lands in 1998. Today you can visit the visitor center between Memorial Day and Labor Day, and if you want a unique event venue, the Recreation Hall is actually up for rent. I wouldn't. At number 2, Lake Reschen Bell Tower in Italy, a mysterious relic of the past emerging from the depths of Regency, a product of human intervention. The eerie beauty of this 14th century tower jutting out of the water gives off a surreal, otherworldly vibe. It's a bit like something you'd find in a fairy tale, but trust me, you're not gonna be in a Disney movie here. What makes it even more intriguing is the history behind it. See, beneath the calm waters lie the remains of a submerged village intentionally sacrificed to build the dam. Their stories, beneath the surface, offer a haunting reminder of the past. Though it may seem like an inviting adventure, don't be too hasty.
So all that, there's a village under that water. It might be my inner One Piece in me, bro, but that just sounds like treasure.
Lake might freeze in the winter, allowing you to walk right up to the tower, but there are some dangers in doing that. Obviously. At number 1, Nicosia International Airport in Cyprus. It's a real haunting place, and it's got a history that's both fascinating and eerie. Back in the day when it was a bustling airport, a place where people were coming and going, embarking on exciting journeys. But then, in 74, the Turkish invasion of Cyprus happened and the whole landscape changed. The airport was abandoned, and what's left now is like a time capsule that's been untouched for nearly 50 years. The planes that once soared through the skies are there, but they've turned into rusty relics of aviation.
That's cool as
history,
hell!
just sitting out in the open, exposed to the elements. It's like something out of a post-apocalyptic movie where the world has moved on, but this place is stuck in time. But that's not all. Inside the terminal, the check-in counters and boarding areas have all gathered thick layers of dust and occasional bird droppings. It's like a scene from a long-forgotten era. Exploring this airport may sound cool, but honestly, it's a journey that's just best left to the imagination and the history books
Says
and
who?
YouTube videos. As
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I've been to more interesting abandoned places at Memphis than any of this shit. Like the Marine Hospital told you about earlier on, you had to go in through the morgue to explore it. And I'm a real exploration person, right? So like me and my friends, once we found a way to break into abandoned buildings, we would always go in there, go to the top, get views. There's this like abandoned tower called 100 North Main in Memphis. It's the tallest building in Memphis, like to this day. This is a very underwhelming list. I expected like someone to be killed in this building, and it's been haunted ever since, so they shut it down. I'll give this video a 3 out of 10, but y'all give my video a 10 out of 10 and leave a like and subscribe. It's your boy Blackie Chan, and peace.